Hey, my Lipton. So this is actually really random. Um, but I was watching like the Switch That Birth. Just rewatching the show again on Freeform because obviously apart from Pretty Little Liars and everything and Twisted, like Switch That Birth is one of those shows that I also grew up on. I really like the show. I really like the show. I like the concept of the show. I love the fact that, they didn't make it like a typical switch that birth story like we always, the typical, like the cliche ones. They made it so it was like, okay, like one of the daughters is deaf and like the whole ASO community being brought into the show. I thought that it was really good, and it showed a great representation and a great message about, sign language, the deaf community, and learning about different cultures, and like these two different cultures just coming together, not only having to do with the deaf community, but like just Hispanic culture, and how these suburbans be looking at these urban areas and things like that. So I really like the show. I really like the show. There are some flaws. There are some flaws that I do not like in some storylines, some particular storylines and scenes that I did not like. But I do like the show overall. Like I give the show like a good overall. The show was a good B, like a solid B. Okay, I won't give it an A plus. I give it a B. I give it a B. But I like the show. But and I did like the character. I would say like I liked Bay more than Daphne. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Maybe because I'm a Bemet. How did they call it, Bemet shipper? Like I was here for Bay and Emmett. Like I loved them together. Like I wish they could have been Endgame, but it is what it is. But no, they should have been Endgame as a matter of fact. But yeah, I really like Bay and Emmett together. Daphne, like even though like I appreciate Daphne's character and like the role that she played and everything like that, but I don't know, like I still felt like Daphne was just sometimes all over the place for me at times, where it was just like, okay, girl, like you're doing too much right now. And there were times where Daphne was doing that. So it was like, with her, it was like whatever. Not to say Bay also wasn't too much at times, because like Bay can, but that's the thing. That's the thing about teenagers. They work on your nerves. Okay, I was a teenager at one point. We were all, annoying as fuck. But yeah, I even though like I said in the beginning, there are some flaws in some areas of the seasons and the shows, but like I do want to talk about a particular one. No, it's not gonna be like I'm thinking about maybe doing another video about this, about Regina's decision to not say anything for like 12 and a half, 13 years or something, about this whole, like, learning about the switch and everything. I think I'm gonna do another video. Maybe I might do another video about that and get my opinion on whether I think what Regina did was right or wrong. But for this particular video, I do want to talk about Angelo, because due to me rewatching the show and everything like that, like even then when I was rewatching the show when it was like on TV and on air and stuff like that, and like rewatching it again, I'm just like, yo, y'all did my guy Angelo Sorrento so dirty. Like I don't know, like I don't like the way they kind of like it made his character be as time went on within the story and the show and everything like that. Like don't get me wrong, I enjoyed like the beginning parts where like they were talking about like how Angelo walked out on Regina and Daphne, because he thought that Regina, that wasn't his kid, which was true, but like that wasn't his kid. And then the whole death thing, that part I enjoyed, because I feel like it brought a lot of suspense. It brought a lot of like, okay, like there's issues and drama within the family, and like I enjoyed all of that. I enjoyed Bay, trying to find Angelo and things like that. So and Regina, and that whole scene I liked. The part that kind of like, I don't know, I felt like the parts where it was unnecessary, like when it comes to Angelo's story, is the part where like he got that girl pregnant, and like he's having another baby. That I'm not gonna lie to you, that kind of threw me off a loop, and not in a like a okay, like Angelo's trash kind of way. I mean, his character is trash, but it's just the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, was it really necessary to bring this into the storyline? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like the show really, 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 really wanted a bad guy, and they really wanted to like make Angelo the bad guy. Okay, and not to say Angelo is a bad person. Like, honestly, like Angelo is not a bad person to me. Like, from what I'm watching, was he wrong to walk out? From Daphne. Walk out Daphne's. Of course, of course, of course, of course not. Yes, but like I think that Angelo has good intentions, and I think that he was someone that was confused, and he wanted answers when it came to his child. But like I didn't, I felt like it was unnecessary to bring into like, okay, well, Angelo's just gonna continue to be trash even after he walked out on his deaf daughter. Now we're gonna put in a storyline that he got someone else pregnant, and he didn't, I don't know, like he met her once, it was a one night stand. Like, I don't know, like I hated that. I hated that because it was just like, not everything has to be like, because I feel like there was enough going on in the show, like Angelo winning the lawsuit, from the hospital, him getting like millions of dollars and things like that. They could have played off of the dynamic of like the jealousy aspect between Angelo and John. I think that would have been a little bit better. I know they put a little sprinkles here and there, but like I felt like they could have played on that, or they could have added a little bit more to like that how Daphne was feeling doing. And of course they as time went on, like Daphne's feelings towards Angelo and that sort of thing. But like that could have been explored more. Like Regina and Angelo's relationship could have been explored more. Maybe giving us a little bit of flashbacks and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, like I feel like they really try to make Angelo to be the bad person with this whole pregnancy. Like, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, the whole pregnancy storyline added nothing to the character of Angelo Sorrento. Added absolutely nothing. Honestly, as time went on, when they kept showing that baby, and him trying to co-parent with the gay couple and stuff, I kept on fast forwarding. I was fast forwarding because I didn't care. Like, I don't care. Like, at this moment, this is the least of my concerns, the least of my worries. And plus, I'm not interested. It was boring. Like, after certain, I mean, they did it for like, oh my god, Angelo's trash and stuff like that. But afterwards, I'm like, okay, and what's gonna happen here? Like, and then Babe was mad and stuff. But I just for me, I felt like that whole thing was just unnecessary. I wish they would have never even brought that, Angelo had a one night stand with some random woman in Italy. Da, da, da. Like, I wish that never could have happened. Just delete that whole getting her, a third, a third daughter, because it's Bay, Daphne, and the third. Like, I don't think that we needed that. That was unnecessary to me at least. And then I'm still debating on this, on the death of Angela. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was emotional myself when I watched it. It was a very intense scene. I would say that the scene was well directed, well produced, well written. I don't know. It's just like I felt like the character of Angelo didn't really get a chance, and was just like, you know, and then for them to kill off the actor's character like that, I was just like, girl. I was just like, girl. And on top of that, Daphne was just starting to get, just to have a relationship, have a bond with Angelo after Angelo trying for so long. It's just, it was sad. It was sad. So I don't know. Like, I'm still debating on whether I think that death was necessary or not. But the whole, Angelo getting another woman pregnant again and all that, we didn't need that. We didn't need that. Yeah, y'all could have cut that out. Y'all could have, snipped that off the script. You know what I mean? Because it's like I felt like y'all could have gone any other direction except for doing that. I feel like that was just the cheap, easy route to do. So, but yeah, y'all, that's just my thoughts on that. When it comes to Switch That Birth, I might do another one. I might do run on Regina, but yeah, those are just my thoughts. Tell what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys, feel like I'm right when it comes to like this whole? Do you think that the show writers did Angelo's character dirty? I mean, not Angelo, the actors. Angelo Sorrento, the character, dirty. Do you guys feel like they really try to make him into like a villain? I honestly don't see Angelo as a villain. Outside of like, let me just take the kid, him impregnating the one I signed. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. I honestly don't see Angelo as a villain, okay? Because it's like, when you think about, of course, I mean, okay, well, let me just talk about it. If you think about it, this man got into a relationship with Regina. They loved each other, da da da. They're having a baby. He's thinking that, his baby, because every man wants their baby to look like him. Baby comes home after, after a couple of months or so, the baby starts to look more and more like not like you. You start getting suspicious. Like, what is going on here? Why does this child have blonde hair? Why does this child have blue eyes? Look at me. Look at Regina. This thing doesn't run in my family. Like, the blue eyes and the blonde hair don't run in my family. I don't know where it's coming from. He has concerns. And, after, 3 years of fighting with Regina over this situation, Daphne in the hospital, the meningitis stuff, she becomes deaf, Angelo was just like, oh, that's the straw that broke the camel's back, because I guess, he can't have first of all, you don't even look like me, and then on top of that, you gonna be deaf? Child, no ma'am. That's what Angelo said. He said, no ma'am. Yeah, he went to go get a secret DNA test, swap that test. Honestly, I actually think that Angelo was actually hoping that a small part of him probably felt like Regina was telling the truth, that Daphne is his daughter and things like that. But when that test result came and it said that Daphne was not his, oh, he saw red. I think he saw red. So, and listen, Angela did walk out, but I think y'all also forgetting a scene where, Regina was telling Angelo one time, oh, you walked out on us. And then Angelo was like, oh, you pushed me out, and I still wanted to keep in contact with Daphne. And that. But then Regina was like, oh, but she already forgot about you at that point, so it was just easier to not let her have conversation. Nobody's not really holding Regina accountable too. Like, Regina be making decisions, like, a lot of times out of selfishness. And I think a lot of people don't get into that tea. But I'm going to get into it. Listen, I'm going to do another video. I'm going to do another video about it. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, yes, he should have walked out. I feel like he should have. But then again, it's like, okay, like, but then again, Regina also didn't tell him about. It's a lot of things with Regina. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it. But for now, that's just my thoughts on that. Please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Were you guys fans of Switch That Birth? Did you guys watch it? How do you guys feel about the character Angelo Sorrento? Do you guys think Angelo Sorrento is really a villain or not? And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.